Welcome back to another episode of Dark Cloud. I'm Mar, and today I continue my marathon recording session because I want to be ahead on episodes. Like, really, this is like episode 8 that I've recorded today. You know, better way to explain it. Since I've been recording today since... Oh yeah, that's right, there are plants here too. Huh. I forgot about that. Yeah, I've been recording today since episode 13. No, episode 12-ish. Somewhere around there. Might have been 11. I don't know, man. It's been a while. Got the ship cabin key. Isn't that nice? But yeah, it's been a while. I've been in the background I've been doing stuff in the background too. Like, this has been most of my day has been recording. And I taught classes this morning because it's a Friday. But hey, it's fine. I'm fine. I'm not overworking myself at all. You're imagining it. You can believe me. Another thing that I wish you could do, and I'm kind of annoyed you can't because they do have unused buttons, is, like, I really wish that you could switch which element your weapon was using automatically. Like, I really wish that was how this worked. Alas, it is not. It is very decidedly not the way that this works. I just wish there was a hotkey to cycle what attribute your weapon had selected. Be really nice. They handle it a different way in Dark Cloud 2 because attributes in that game work differently. Like, you don't switch which one you have on at all. That's not a thing. I'll get more into how they work when I'm actually playing that game and can give examples. As for when I'm playing that game, I don't know, eventually. It depends. My roommate recommended that I record the Henry Stickmin collection that came out recently. And that looks good, so I'm thinking I'll record that. Also, Buddy Simulator looks really good. It's a horror game, and I don't usually play those, but it just looks really good. So chances are high that I'll play that. Also thinking I might do some duo content with my roommate at some point. So I have no idea what's being uploaded after Dark Cloud. I just know that since I've already started this, I'm definitely finishing this, and I'll worry about the rest after. And hopefully by then this state won't be on fire, and, you know, we'll all have returned to something closer to normalcy. I don't know. I'm starting to think normal's not coming back. Or rather, I'm starting to think that we're gonna get a different normal. You know? Hello there, friends. Please do not hurt me. They do not appreciate my comments. And I don't appreciate their face, so I did what I had to do, you know? There was really only one way that was going to go. And that was just decided from the beginning. Oh hey, more fish bait. The unfortunate thing is that, like, fish bait, like pricklies and stuff, you're almost exclusively better off just selling it. And the reason why is because, so at the end of the game, you can buy any gem for 3,000 gilda. And when you work it out, when you actually fish, the average amount, if you're decent at fishing and fishing in a better place, your average amount of fishing points per bait is probably still only going to be about 15. And that's after you've gotten good at fishing, because occasionally you're going to get bad things, and if you're already good at fishing, you're not going to use a method that uses normal bait, because you're going to be going for the big fish, which use special bait, like the Martin Garayan that Couscous mentioned. it only goes for poisonous apples, and it's the only fish that goes for poisonous apples. So you're either going to farm that or something called a Baron Gorion, which is the biggest fish in the game, and that's you some points in the hundreds. You know, you're gonna, unless you really enjoy the fishing minigame inherently, you're gonna go for one of those two fish. And if you're going for one of those two fish, all of the normal fishing bait is useless to you. It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Okay, time to repair. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's almost there. Also, you might notice a large amount of fire in my inventory. I just went and bought some from Gaffer because I knew that I needed it for both Zhao's weapon and Goro's. They both need fire on their weapon right now, so I have to remember I don't have the magical crystal. That means I have to actually manually check for enemies in the back of the room. Can't just assume that they're not there, because that's not the way enemy detection works in this game. Okay. Hello, Mr. Plant. Anyway, back over here. You know, I just realized that I think this is the dungeon whose story is least connected with the character that you recruit here. And I'd never made that connection before, that is 100% true about this area. It is absolutely the place that is related the least to the person that you eventually get from here. Okay, here we go. Get that Dino Slayer going on. But yeah, because like I guess technically, well, I mean, maybe Matsutake Village would count because Zhao isn't really super related to it, but you do see her several times. You save her life in the dungeon. The character that you get here, whose name is Ruby, I believe, is her default name, is literally unrelated. You recruit her from the city, and aside from her having been in an Atla, that's her only relation whatsoever to this place. There is no other relation at all. She has, unlike literally every other character that you obtain, no relation to this dungeon whatsoever. The only other person who might be less related to the dungeon you get them at is the last character, Osmond. And this one just really strikes out because it's right after Matsutake Village, where, you know, the entire midway thing was this whole long thing about Goro. And like, it was a really whole long thing all about Goro. I always choose the big box. I have no idea statistically which one is the better one to be picking. I'm annoyed I got a turtle shell. I absolutely don't need one of those, but whatever, it's fine. It's fine. I'm only mildly annoyed. Hello, Cursed Rose. You know, that's an interesting thing I just realized. So I've actually built a maze generation algorithm before. Just messing around with game ideas, and I realized that the way this generation algorithm is set up, the exit will never be at the end of the path. Gosh darn it, I got gooeyed. At least I can steal soap from the enemies here, so like, it's really not all that bad. I just have to dig into my inventory for the soap, and boom. I lose a little bit of Gilda, but you know, I think I'll live. I've got 16,000. Like, I think I'll be okay. It's not gonna kill me or anything to lose that little bit of Gilda. What I'm saying is, like, the exit is always on a branch. it's never like the exit would be like there would be an entrance here and then the exit would be immediately there. That just doesn't happen. It's always on a intersection like this. The exit is never directly after a room, it's always off of an intersection. It might be far down that intersection, but it is always an intersection, not a room exit. And I think that's an interesting design choice, because that has to be deliberate. Like, that doesn't happen accidentally. That's just not a thing. Easy. Okay. Open that there, Chesteroonie. And yes, I did just use the words Chesteroonie. I'm not sure why I said words there. That shouldn't have been plural. It was a word. Oh well. Also, I like how slow I've gone through the other dungeons, and then this dungeon I'm on floor 4. It's been like I'm gonna have cleared at least 3 floors this episode. It's because I haven't gotten any back floor keys, you know? And so, like, getting a back floor key at least doubles the length of how long that floor is gonna take. Oh, let me call out someone more powerful than Tone. Because, you know, she can kite. And honestly, that does actually make her better than Tone. The only, I will say, Xiao is the worst ranged person. It's not a competition. The only benefit Xiao has over the other two is that you have Xiao for longer, so she keeps her weapon closer to yours. But she is easily the worst ranged person, and it's not actually close. And the reason comes down to what I just said, the ability to kite. So the last ranged person you get can strafe. He doesn't have to stop while shooting. And that makes him, if you're using him properly, way, way better at kiting than anyone else in the game. Hands down. And then Ruby, the ranged person that we get later in this dungeon, in just a few episodes at this rate, is better than Xiao because she doesn't need to strafe. Because you don't need to strafe when the enemy is already dead. What it is that while Xiao gets no charge attack because having a charge attack on a range attack would be busted, right? Right? Ruby gets a charge attack, and it is busted. And it takes pretty much no extra weapon durability to cast. I think it does take a little bit extra, but it's really not much compared to anyone else's. Her special ability doubles her damage, doesn't take very long to cast, and is significantly better. The only bad thing about Ruby is that she's very reliant on attributes, so you do have to micromanage her attributes a lot more, which is why I use Osmond instead. Osmond's who you play in this game if you want to just play easy mode, which I do. I mean, I don't really want to play easy mode, but like, I like watching my numbers go up, and no matter what character you're using, if you're maxing out your weapons, this game is easy. And I like watching my numbers go up, so me maxing out my, oops, wrong thing. There's a rusty key. But so me maxing out my weapons is just gonna be reality, and that means that the game's not gonna be hard. It means that the game is going to be relatively easy all the way through until the latter stages of the bonus dungeon, and even then, it's not going to be hard. Okay. There we go. Go over here. Go this way. And go cry in the corner. Or something. I don't know. Also, in case anyone's wondering if I'm ever going to get back to Twitch streaming, the answer is eventually. Once I have enough of a buffer recorded out on this, and I'm feeling good about where I am with school and work, like once all of those things are true at the same time, I'll start streaming. Right now, the main holdback has been having a buffer on here. Oh, hey, it's a Zhao level anyway. Huh, cool. Hey, that means I won't have to switch to tone. That's actually kind of nice. I will say, I'm very, very glad that they get rid of that in Dark Cloud 2. Because that is dumb. The stupid pathways that force you to use a specific character to get through. It's dumb, it's not fun, and I'm very glad that they realized that and got rid of it in the sequel. Like, I kind of wish they'd realized in time to not put in this game, but you know, a first try, something's always going to be flawed in some ways, and as flaws go, that one's, you can live with that. Anyway, our shooter is now ready to level up, upgrade that. How we doing on Dino now? Oh, still need more. Jeez. Do I have more? Oh, I didn't buy enough Dino apparently. Oh well. I'll slap some fire into it and call it good for right now. See, the funny part here is that I'm probably going to upgrade it into... I should repair it. I'm probably going to upgrade it into double impact anyway. But this is a good way to keep increasing its stats. Hello. It is I, Zhao, here to save the day. Never fear, for Zhao is here. Yeah. Go Zhao. Oh boy. Got that repair powder. Hey, a magic crystal. I'm actually excited about that one. Yeah, who cares? This is more threatening in games where curse and poison are actually really detrimental. Gosh, darn it, why do I keep getting tone weapons that aren't even good? Ugh. I'm 2 dungeons past where the Shamshir would be considered a good weapon to find. Please stop, game. Save me from this. Save me from the nothing I've become. Okay. Also, can we just talk about how annoying the pillars here are? Like, I will spend a lot of time in Shipwreck, and I'm going to bonk into those pillars more times than I care to think about. And I just want to express now, get this expressed nice and early, that I hate these pillars with a burning passion. Also, the edges on the walls. A dungeon that doesn't have these things is better. Like, it makes logical sense, because of course you need pillars to support this giant structure. But, like, what if you didn't, though? What if you just didn't put pillars everywhere? What if you just lined the wall textures with pillars and called it a day, you know? Like, I would be okay with that. And I would fight anyone who argued with it, who argued against it, you know? Also, I forget, what's the text here? It's filling with water. Am I hearing things? I hear something like whistling. Anyway, we continue on. And it looks like 4 floors is the most I can squeeze into this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.